Hello, Master006. You're back for more Make a Good Mega Man level contest number 2. Last time finished up tier 5. I bought the final upgrade I would need, the Charge Mega Buster shot, so just to show that off once again. Obviously you can't tell from the increased damage or such like that, but yeah, it looks bigger, it looks like it covers a wider range on screen, so yay, awesome. Bought all the items from the shop, tier 5 done, and we're about ready to start tier 6, which I showed off very briefly at the end of last episode as well, just to show off the energy elements and Neville Nichols, because I was worried about, well, not worried, but I was thinking about, you know, whether I'd be able to get the next step I need with Neville Nichols from Nightman, and in fact I actually can't just in tier 6, but I didn't talk to this guy, I didn't start tier 6 off properly. That's what we're going to do in this video. Old man. Mega Man, finally. I've been working for so long on this prototype of a network of sorts that can hold data just like the simulations. It's just like any other tier, but I added some of my personal touches to it to make it mind-boggling. There are even Robot Masters hanging around too. They're definitely there of their own volition. Okay. I'm led to believe they're probably not there by their own volition, now that you've said that, but oh well. And yeah, what can I say? This is a fairly trippy place. And yeah, we've got looping gimmick in operation, which of course we're going to have to make full use of in order to make, you know, various platforms, such like that. But anyway, yeah, there's Bubble Man. I don't know why, but I feel extremely out of place. Yeah, I bet you do. Of course, you can have all manner of fun with this, just by sort of. I mean, you probably can't. You won't be able to get all the way under the platform. But you could have used an item. But yeah, no, there's all manner of fun potentially to be had with all this kind of looping gimmick going on here. Yeah, you were Jupiter. I was going to say Mega Man, definitely a Star George Mega Man V, but I wasn't 100% sure which one. But anyway, yeah, I did think Jupiter, and that's indeed who it is. I saw a guy with Bubbles over there. I'm going to stay as far away from him as I can. Bubbles are dangerous, you know. Yes, were you not weak to Mercury, or whichever one had the kind of bubble attack? Something like that, anyway. Anyway, 42nd place, Prime Pasta, Wily Coaster. Score 28.8. 33, 28, 21, 35, 27. 1 energy element and 2 Neville Nichols. Let's go. Let's see what tier 6 has to offer. Okay, well, I'm at least relieved to see with this kind of background. Nice, there goes my potential no damage run for this stage. I'm at least relieved, did I say C? I meant here, that we haven't got Wily 1 from, or indeed Wily 2 from Mega Man 2 playing in the background. More clumsiness, yay. But we've got, yeah, Sonic playing in the background. Nice little touch, I suppose. Something different, at least, anyway. Yeah, anything but Wily 1 again from Mega Man 2. I'm going to wait these out and then go. Could have some health there, guys, but oh well. Okay, you're going to be slightly irritating, aren't you? Not anymore, then. Dang it. You shot like a whole bunch more times than I thought you were going to there. That was ridiculous. Like the one on the previous screen only shot like 5 or 6 and then stopped. That one just kept shooting away. It was ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, definitely getting a Wily vibe from this place, let's say that. Of course, they've got these bullet cloud things from Snake Man stage. I'm incredibly nervous there because I can't quite see if that's a pit or not. And hurry up before more things spawn in. Yeah, these picket enemies, which is their really bulky health bar in conjunction with these flying enemies here, are just really annoying because yeah, I'm like forcing myself really to take time, and I can't really just move on quickly. I'm gonna have to like, stop to take out the picket men or stop to take out the other enemies. I did see that Sega Carney block up there, so we will. I don't think there's a Noble Nickel up there, but we will try and get up there at least nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, picket men. Well, I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't want to hang around, but I have to because I've got those other enemies that I've got to take care of as well. I just want to be able to, and of course they respawn in. I just want to be able to move on quickly with my life. take out the piggymen as quick as possible and yeah, move on, but can't really do that. Just a bit of careful timing with this section. Just make sure you jump well and time it out so you're not getting hit by the droplets. Okay, this is a bit more of a tricky thing to time out, but not too bad, I don't think. Good. Okay, choices. Let's go down first of all, I think. Don't worry, we're going to see the screen again in a while. Yeah, we are going to see that screen in a while. Yeah, and we'll get our one of, I believe, is our one of two Noble Nickels. Fine, good. Okay, fine. Yeah, so that's one of them, and we'll teleport back to this area, and then we will go get the other one. So remember, believe me when I say that I don't necessarily remember where all the Noble Nickels are. I remember this one. This one was quite a thing. Also was finding the exit to this level, but more on that in a minute. Yeah, you're going to need the Sega Carne to pretty much traverse that area because, yeah, I mean, Rust Jet you'd think would be kind of a good job, or indeed Super Arrow, but yeah, toward the end you're going to get stuff there. I suppose in theory that provided the Sega Carne block sticks out over the edge, you're probably fine, provided you can actually call the Sega Carne on that block. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm not inclined to try it out. All I know is the enemies there are placed over the pit, or indeed over the spikes, quite nicely, that you can use the pogo stick weapon to bounce all the way along. So, yeah, I'd recommend that. And, yeah, that was our second Noble Nickel. So, yay, now time to find the exit, which I really do take issue with, and took me God knows how long to find. That is incredibly unclear that you are supposed to do that. After, I don't even want to estimate how long mucking around thinking that there was no exit to this place or whatever, that yeah, it never occurred to me to ride that blimmin' platform continually up past the screen with the where I went to the right hand side with the Noble Nickel and everything. But yeah, you have to ride that Sparkman platform all the way to up about 3 screens. But there's no indication you're supposed to do that. There's no upward arrow. There's nothing. So if you don't know that's the exit, you're just going to be mucking around there for exactly like I was mucking around there for God knows how long, trying to find the solid exit. That could have been, or should have been, let alone could have been. That should have been so much better telegraphed. But anyway, yeah, I kind of talked over the Wily Coaster element of it, which I think was what the level was named. I've just drawn a complete blank on that. Let's just go and check that again. Yeah, Wily Coaster, which was pretty much the end part of that level, which was the 3 Gutsman platforms along the track. That was pretty much what what the coaster area was about. So we don't actually get the main gimmick or the gimmick the title alludes to until the very last section. Which is fine. The Wily Coaster bit is absolutely fine. It's not too bad to avoid the enemies coming from above. It's a little bit maybe long and boring without too much happening, but I mean, I'm entertained enough. The bullets, the bullet clouds, and the other sort of floating enemies occupy my time reasonably well. So it's not too bad, the Wily Coaster. But I think if there'd been gaps in the track as well, or not that I advocate putting gaps in Gutsman platform tracks just generally, but that could have made that a bit more interesting. Or if it was a bit more than just a straight line. If it actually curved up and down like a real roller coaster or something. Oh, hi, Alec, man. You're going nuts up there. Then it would have been more interesting. But yeah, I mean, as for the actual sort of the rest of the stage, yeah, I don't know. It just felt a bit kind of empty in places, not very interesting. I do like the second Noble Nickel. That's actually a really fun one to get with the Sega Carne pogo stick weapon. Yeah, I don't know, the rest of it just seems fairly bland, fairly uninteresting, and I take serious issue with the way in which the normal path you're supposed to take in order to progress the level. Riding that Sparkman platform up, up and above the screen where where the second Noble Nickel was hiding is just very unintuitive and very unclear. There should have been something that signified that was what you're supposed to do. An arrow or some kind of shaft at the top of the screen rather than just completely open air, so that like no ceiling. Just some kind of some kind of ceiling with a tiny gap in it, which would have kind of been a little bit more of an indicator that something perhaps was up there. But no, there's nothing. So yeah, I take issue with that in terms of not much, admittedly, but I got annoyed scrabbling around trying to find where the exit to this stage was or where I was supposed to go. So yeah, anyway. It's an okay level, I actually think, although I actually must admit I would put a lot of the Tier 5 levels above this one. But, oh well, it scored fairly low in Tier 6, so yeah, let's see what the judges thought. Sure takes a sweet time getting to the coaster itself. That's not a bad thing, though. I really like parts of this level. The section with Gravitrons is very well designed, has a good difficulty curve. I like how you use picket men throughout the level, having them serve as extra obstacles you can't kill immediately. The part with the coaster itself isn't too shabby either, has a nice difficulty curve, has some pretty good enemy placement using a lot of the enemies used in the previous sections. Overall, it was just fun and well designed. I have two small issues though. One, that one no one down the pit is complete BS. And two, the Sparkman platform leading up to the coaster can very easily catch you off guard and slam you into the ceiling because you didn't know you had to jump off. The level started off really nicely as kind of a tribute to old Wily stages, but those flying yellow enemies were spammed a bit too much. However, once I actually got inside the castle, I found myself stuck in a loop with seemingly no way out. I played this level twice, for about 30 minutes each time. I swear I tried every possible route, I even went backwards to make sure I didn't miss anything, but nothing seemed to work. Either this level is unbeatable, or it's not clearly clear enough where the player should go. Edit. One of the other judges told me where to go. Seriously, make it more clear that you need to keep riding the Sparkman platform, and add an up arrow or something. The coaster part was fun, but it was a bit too short and didn't add much to the rest of the level. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of this one, sorry. I like how this level progresses from one area to the next, often ending on a coaster ride, but aside from that, I don't think I can sing many praises. I found myself having a lot of trouble with dealing with these level's enemies, as they're often positioned in such a way that a simple misstep can easily knock the player down to the nearest pit. Another thing I found questionable was how the main path moves past the secret area for one of the nickels. I thought of that at that point, the level would just go in circles and had no exit. It took me a bit while to think of riding the platform further upwards. The aforementioned secret area 2 is an area I had a bit of trouble with. I'm sure it would have been super rewarding if only Sega Kai didn't tend to get hit while jumping on enemies while the player holds the direction. But this is something I can't blame the level for. It's just circumstance that made the area feel more like a chore to me. Definitely an enjoyable level, despite this it suffers from mediocre enemy placement and overabundance of them. The usage of the Sega Kai was implemented in an interesting manner, and the stage layout was interesting. Not much of this level stands out, but nonetheless it's well done and I appreciate it. I went into this thinking this is either going to be insanely cool or just a bunch of Gutsman platforms. Well, I was right. There wasn't a whole lot of coaster there. Not a whole lot was done to make the gimmicks used all that interesting. There were a couple of neat moments, such as using the Sparkman platform as a lift, as well as both Noble Nickels, but that was about it. The level's namesake was barely a thing, just enemies and like a single platforming moment. It's a bit disappointing that one or two of the bonuses have lackluster rewards, rather than using the primary collectibles of this contest. Enemy selection wasn't bad and certainly consistent with the theming of Wily stages. Most were used well. I'm not sure how well this was tested. There were a couple of moments where things simply didn't work properly. The aforementioned Sekakani block is very tricky to actually activate Sekakani nearby because it's so high up that Sekakani despawns, fixed post-judging, and there was a random jump toward the start that is either inexplicably a pixel-perfect jump or impossible without weapons. I'm not sure which. Not bad, but very generic. I was really hoping for the namesake to be more interesting. Okay, moving on. Okay, and there's a barrier there. I thought we were going to loop right up to the top and speak maybe with Electman and indeed that Joe up there, but no, because we've got another one before we get to that part. 41st place, The Martian Geek, Changeable Caverns, score 29.0, 35, 17, 32, 27, 34. So one fairly low score and the others sort of much more, a lot higher. But anyway, yeah. One Noble Nickel. No, one Energy Element. I keep confusing the two. Grr. Well, not confusing the two, but I keep just saying my introduction as like, yeah, one Noble Nickel, one of their energy elements. Good grief, I need to stop doing that. Yeah, one energy element, no Noble Nickels. Let's go. Oh, dear. And I think, did I mention earlier in another part how much of a reference Napalm Man seems to have in these contests? Well, there's another stage with Napalm Man in mind. Admittedly, it does change things up a little bit, or at least the backgrounds does change things up a little bit, so we've got a lot of platforms, so ones from, I was going to say Top Man stage, but they're not Top Man at all, are they? They're Mega Man 5, I'm supposed to go down there, that was a little bit unclear at the time, but the spinning platforms from Mega Man 5, also the platforms from Brightman stage in Mega Man 4, I'm going to have to drop down, I'm going to have to make a jump there either way. Actually, no I'm not. Yes I am, because that's going to be way too tight. Methinks. I do not like the timing of that at all. Really? I mean, I guess I could get that jump looks way too far. I'm gonna somewhat cheat that. I think that just looks a bit too far to pull off. Except I can't cheat that. Lovely. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to do something like that then. Okay. Yeah. I do not trust the length of the track gap there in the Gutsman platform. That looks just a little bit too high for my liking. And yeah, if your intent was to get me to use that platform from Wily Castle and Mega Man, Wily Fortress in Mega Man 2, then to get that bolt, then yeah, sorry, it's going to use Hornet Chase, I'm afraid. But yeah, anyway, you've got the idea. We've got a lot of different platforms from a lot of different Mega Man games, and yeah, I think that's probably about it to the stage, though. I wouldn't say it sort of does anything too noticeable other than the use of these platforms. Also, so we've got these platforms from Mega Man 9 as well, which go up and down. The red one's up, the green one's down. Obviously, as indicated by the directional sign on the platform. So yeah, we're basically just using a whole bunch of platform gimmicks from various Mega Man games in a Napalm Man themed stage. I don't know if I've taken a hit yet, so just on the off chance that I can actually pull off a no damage run here. I say, even if I do, I will likely do devote a whole video to no damage runs anyway, just from a challenge point of view. But yeah, at the moment, I think I can make my life easier for myself by actually getting a no damage run just to a normal Let's Play. Then yeah, fine. And I get the feeling that you're intending me to use all these platforms and stuff to get extra goodies and such like that. Bolts and things like that. If they were noble nickels, I would obviously do them, and you couldn't grab them with the Hornet Chaser anyway, but the fact that they're bolts, I think if you wanted people to go for them, you should have made those noble nickels rather than bolts. With bolts, I can just whip out Hornet Chaser and just avoid doing all of that. Yeah, just avoid doing all of that in the first place. So, yeah. Noble nickels, I definitely would have gone for those kind of things, but not for bolts. It's not worth it, really. Oh, these platforms. Well, I had such a fun time in the air tank level that I'm incredibly nervous about these things. Mega Man 6 type platforms, at least anyway. Yeah, we're already getting the usage of the different Mega Man games for the platforms. You're joking me. I don't know if it's that air tank one now I've taken. I died anyway, so the no hit thing was going to be no good anyway, but that was particularly useless. Yeah, the air tank level has just got me all in a spin with these bloody platforms now in terms of like timing things out and glitching through them. That was not my fault. I don't know what happened there. I was not looking at Mega Man. I was looking at the enemy to the right that I was trying to shoot, and also the platform that I was going to next jump on. I swear to God, I literally just clipped through that platform. If I did do something wrong there, I would like to know what it was. I don't know what I did wrong there. If anything. But yeah, no, just timing these things out now is just terrible. This looks like an excessively long jump as well. I'm going to try this once, but I'm not optimistic on this one, to be honest. It doesn't look very well synced up either. Okay, you can make it. That does not look a particularly nice jump either, but we'll give it a go. There we are. Okay, anyway, done with that section. Turned out to be quite annoying. Okay, these things move quite quickly. No real danger though. The one on the bottom there caught me out a little bit, but not to the point where I felt as though there was any serious danger. Yeah, to be honest, this feels like it would be a good candidate for a level to actually do a no damage run on. I just wouldn't use the. I would just use Rush Jet or Super Arrow to get past the Mega Man 6 type platform things, because yeah, those were kind of synced up really kind of oddly, or really annoyingly. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, other than that, I feel like this is probably a decent stage candidate for a no damage run. I'll have to remember that. Particularly since there's no boss to the stage either. Yeah, no damage runs where I can. I'm going to play stages with no bosses. That will be the best thing to do, because bosses are obviously going to catch you off guard. Obviously, there will be some that you can just cheese, a bit like I did actually with the stage with the tier 4 no damage run. But basically, that was just using Flash Stopper to freeze the alien in place and just cream it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, slightly annoying couple of deaths there on the platform traversing section using Mega Man 6 platforms, but yeah, overall okay level, I guess. It sort of does make good use of the platforms from various Mega Man games, I suppose. But I don't know, it just kind of feels like it's I don't know, lacking a little bit in some regards. And again, I think I definitely put some tier 5 levels above this one. But anyway, it is what it is. Aw, why does it have to end so quickly? I really liked where it was going. For a level that has a large majority of the special platforms in it, it does a very good job at keeping focus and feeling coherent. It introduces into the platform type safely and uses mostly more dangerous setups later on. Difficulty curve is just very well done in general. The enemy challenges are pretty great too. I really like how the Drillans and Moliers were combined, but it felt like it ended just as it was starting to ramp up the difficulty. I really wish there was more because I love what is actually here. It just feels like it got cut off before it could be truly amazing. Pretty forgettable level. It was mostly just rooms with enemies and then moving platforms over pits, and that was it. The room with the 3 Crashman lists is a bit glitchy. One of them randomly pushed me off for some reason. This level was a lot of fun to play, but often misses out on aspects such as safety nets and ramping up the difficulty, with later sections sometimes being easier than the early sections, and the enemy setups not offering a lot of variety. A lot of the level's assets are taken for granted, and while others are formally introduced, the others are often what will lead to the player's death. The Guts left section in particular is rather tricky for where it is placed in the level, and I died a lot on it when I wasn't exploiting the lack of spike collision in that room to bypass it and explore other parts of the level. The open platforming sections are a nice but rocky challenge, definitely the highlight of this stage. I feel like it could have been done better. The level just doesn't look nice. Some parts of the stage suffer from either having bad enemy placement or having to deal with desynchronized moving obstacles, and overall it just feels generic. Nothing creative or interesting really, at least it was mostly enjoyable. Fun little stage if too much on the safe side. This stage works, but on the Goldilocks scale of level design. It sits just below the just right in gimmick implementation. You don't go far enough with the gimmicks to be truly memorable, with not much of identity of its own, rather than every platform gimmick. That being said, there is actual thought behind on use and platform placement of said platforms, and nowhere does it feel half-arsed. It's just I feel a few more screens with repeated gimmicks and a slightly higher difficulty for the climax of your stage would have served you better. You also put it in areas where double nickels would have been much better than bolts. This is just a poor design choice, as no one will attempt the additional challenges you propose because there is simply no point to it. The stakes aren't high enough. Lastly, I kind of feel the Gutsman platform segment was pointless. The player was left waiting for platforms to sync up together. It's minor, but it would have been better to see other platforms return with a different setup rather than the "Hi, Gutsman platform exists" cameo. Noteworthy things about this stage: perfect theme and selection of enemies for a cavern setting, good music choice, and gimmicks are introduced very well. Props to the Shadow Man platform segment. I didn't even notice how clever your introduction of them was the first time through. It took a second play through for me to get it, but it's subtle, but well done.